All right, I'm back again, and we have the box office number from yesterday just came out. Now, today may or may not be, from what we've seen here, this is the last day Sonic 3 is going to be in theater today. It might drop down to like you see two, like 2 and 7 here. It might drop down low, but officially Sonic 3 is being pulled from theater. Now, we looking at this. Moana 2 is still beating Sonic 3. Think about that. Moana 2 is making more money than Sonic 3 and in more theaters. Moana 2 came out 3 weeks before Sonic 3. And Sonic 3 is all the way down here. Now, look at the box office numbers. We see Sonic 3 is not going to hit 500 million. It won't even come close. It's even with international numbers and everything coming in, it won't hit 500. But we look at where Mufasa is, we see it's 9/11. It's like, come on, it's making more than 10 times Sonic 3. And when we look at the number, it's already over 717 million. There are still people who said Mufasa flop. This is not a flop. No matter what you say, you cannot say this is a flop. There are still people who that delusional. Mufasa is a hit. If you go like, well, we take this, we take that, but if you say that, you have to say Signing 3 flop too. Because you wanna know why? Because if you're gonna say, well, it need to be 2.5 times the total budget to break even, right? If you want to make up whatever number you want to make up, if you do the same thing for Sonic 3, I mean Sonic 3 total costs 200 million. I mean you do 2.5, that's 500 million. Sonic 3 is not gonna hit 500 million. So if you say Mufasa flop, Sonic 3, using your same logic and stuff, has is flop. But I'm not saying that. I'm saying that both Sonic 3 and Mufasa well past flop. Also, Captain Mega Brave New World well past flop. But if we use your logic, if you say Mufasa is a flop, then Sonic 3 is a flop as well. You can't have it both ways. But people also don't know. Theaters do not take 50% of ticket sales. Theaters take at most 20% of ticket sales. At most. Now I'm saying because the first 2 to 4 weeks, studios take between 80 and 1% of ticket sales. And then after 2 to 4 weeks, depending on where they have, sometimes it's two after 4 weeks. I mean, the fifth week, theaters taking 20% tickets out. By that point, let's look at it here. Let's look at it here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up this site because to show you better. Let's look at it here. See, these numbers are off. And look, this is higher than here. That's why I say their number is not accurate. This is the international number. That's the international number. But if you look here, okay, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5. Here's the start of fifth week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the start of the fifth week, right? After this point, then they start moving up. Like been moving up, but after the fifth week, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at where the movie is here after this week, and look at where it is now. In this week, it only made between here and here domestically, it made roughly 50 million. That means The 200 million that made before, majority of that went to the studio. That's not all of it. Do you understand? This is why movies do not take the bulk of the of ticket sales. That goes to the studio. Because again, now we have weekend numbers. Mufasa's still doing fairly solid. Two 2 to 3 million every weekend. It's 2.5 last weekend. Or weekly numbers. And this is what it made weekend. Right? Can't confirm it here. Let's all fall in line. And then we go to Sonic. 7,000. 9,000. 7,000. Oh, it had a weekend numbers saw a big bump up. But it's in 4 digits. At this point, it's safe to say it's about to be pulled. Why? Because it's not making money. It's not making up. At a certain point, it's become it costs more to keep it in the studio or keep it in movie theater or cinemas or whatever you want to call it. It costs more to keep it in than to pull it. And it's at that point where it's going to cost more to keep in these 142 than just to pull it. Now, weekend numbers can't come out, but like I said, there's a few movies that like it's only 2 and 7 movie now. That it could stay in a few movie theaters, maybe a little longer, but again, it's been out long enough. It's been out 90 days. So that's roughly 3 months, depends on when they start. I think it's 92 days for. Yeah, it's been out. Oh, well, it's be out 3 months tomorrow or November. It came out November. Is it November? Is it November 19 or 20? I believe it's 20. But some places was out on 19. Blah blah blah. So again, it came out in November the 20th. That will be, let's see, 21 to 4. The fifth week will be the 24th of January. 28. So yeah, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So 3 months, exactly 3 months. It's gonna be full, and it will be in theater exactly 3 months, as I predicted. Because Sonic movie has pattern. It'll be out for uh the first movie will be out for 5 weeks in certain theaters, but overall it was the first two movies out 2 to 3 months. The pattern is still following the same. Sonic movies still only 3 months. That means Mufasa has at least another month out in theater to another 2 months. So that's roughly 5 to 6 months as Disney movies do. We know this because Moana 2. When we look at Moana 2, look at where it is. It still makes more than Sonic 3, right? So this is probably gonna be cut in half next week. And then the following week after that. So basically this coming week is most likely be Moana 2 last week. If not this week, next week. But Sonic 3, we look down here, we look at where it was last week, and it's cut in half. So there's a good chance this is the last week. Or last day is today. Next week at the latest will be the last week. So it was out 91 days. So a full 3 months. I still get comments from fake Sonic fans saying, "Oh no, Disney cheated. Where is your proof?" Disney had nothing to do with the studio with Paramount Studio holding their movies back by not make sure it was ready to run in 4K. Don't know why it started crashing up. By not make sure their movie ready to run in 4K, and also by not making sure that their movie had enough screens. They would hail Sonic for more screen for Gladiator 2. That's not on Sonic. That's on Paramount. So now, as far as Captain America, we see it's now in fourth place here, but it's over 109, 390 million. It just hit today. It's the fourth week, the final 4 weeks. So I mean, the majority of this went to studio. That mean they already broke even. Again, you can see the numbers. It already broke even. That means you can't say it's not a hit. It's a commercial success. Commercial success between 2 and 2.5 the production budget. That's a commercial success. Breaking even is between 1.5 to 2. Well, less than 1.5 really, because depending on where the marketing and everything costs. But again, look at where the movies came out. You see, it's a solid. The dates are solidly the same. We can go to Mufasa, 20, 19, 20, 19, 20, 18, 19, 20. It's roughly the same. Look, then we go at Sonic and see when it was released. You see what 20 here, 826 here, 25th, 27th, 2nd of January, 3rd, 17th of January, second here, 2020, like most of it after Christmas, then after New Year's, then it's then the 10th. You see, this is why. This is what happened. They say they want to release uh movies Sonic 3 in 2 years. They don't start filming until the beginning of next year. They expect it to be done in 6 months. That means they're gonna have only 1 year between filming to theaters. Because again, if you don't know, theaters get the copy of the movie months, at least a month before it come out in theaters. They get a copy of the movie already before it come out in theaters. Sometimes studios will send them an update to that copy, like a few weeks or a week before. And they do that because they found a glitch or something in the system and they need to update it. Before, it's like games. Before you had to go to the game store, give them the copy of the film. They will download it onto the new driver and take the old one out and install the new one. Then they have one moved it. Now they can just download it on and update. But again, this is what I keep telling people. They are so delusional and say, no, Sonic won. Sonic did not win. Like, uh, didn't mean to do that. Let's see if I can pull it up and find it. I'm gonna go to Disney Channel and see. Also, again, this is what I tell people. Look how it's now in the Snow White stuff. For Friday, you have other trailers. They even had Tron stuff. But again, Disney. These are all. Majority of these, if not all of these, going to be made into trailers. So I'm gonna go here. Try to stop this from playing. New. Oh look. Oh look. I have somebody who lied, right? And they're saying I'm making false claim, right? Let's look at it. If I'm making false claim, I wouldn't have any evidence to back it up, right? Let's look at it. Well, Foster number one here and here and here. I wouldn't have back. I wouldn't have proof. Again, I have proof. Where is your proof? Well, Foster number one signing. Number two. Well, Foster number one. Sonic's number four. Well, Foster number one. Sonic's back to number two here. I think I got these in the wrong order, but still, this same thing. Well, Foster's number one. So they saying I made false claims. It's more, but you don't even know how to speak correctly. It's not more better. It's just better. But again, moviegoers are telling you that Mufasa is better than Sonic 3. That's a fact. You cannot be upset. Moviegoers are telling you. Moviegoers are telling you that Mufasa is better than Sonic 3. No matter if you don't like it, if they're still going to see Mufasa more than Sonic 3, you cannot say Sonic 3 is better. You can say it from your opinion, but that's not a fact. Your opinion can be whatever you want. It's not a fact. That's just your feeling. I don't care what your feelings say. But again, look at what they're saying. People don't listen. I have proof to back up everything I say. But again, you see, Sonic fans are still out here crying that Mufasa beat it. Mufasa has passed up. That's another thing. I almost forgot to bring that up. Mufasa has passed up Doom 2 and become the sixth high rated movie of 2024. It's right behind Wicked. Like I said, there's a good chance that can end up number five. That doesn't mean that it will happen. But it's a possibility because look how close it is now. Going in 2 million part, it could happen. Excuse me, will it? It's a chance it could happen. Will it? Not really. Wicked has been pulled. This is another reason why I say it could pass out. Wicked has been pulled and still making a lot. So this is also why I say Sonic's going to be pulled. The Wicked was just pulled last week. So that means that's a good chance Sonic will be pulled today. Now, will it? Don't know. Can it? It's a possibility because look how close it is. And like I say, it still have 2 weeks in theaters. So what if it make in the next 2 weeks? If it makes like let's do the math instead. Let's look at the Wicked number, like Mufasa number. Okay, I'm going to So, Mufasa, use. I'll take wicked number. Let's see the difference in divide by 2. 22. That means over the next 2 weeks, it has to make 11 every week, domestic and internationally. Will it happen? Yes. That's over 2 weeks. Now, if we go over, you know, say the next month, I mean, it had to make like five, it may have to make roughly 5 million every week, which at 2 million at 2 million domestically and 2 million internationally, that's a possibility. It can make roughly 2.5 million domestically, up and down. As you see, it's been up and down, been going up and down, so it's possible. Will it? Don't know. Don't know. It's a possibility. So again, if you want to say Sign 3 is the better movie in your opinion, that's fine. Your opinion is not valid. It's just your opinion. If you want to feel validated, this is not the place for you. I look at the numbers, I look at the facts. But hey, we have haters to keep hating. Where is it? Where am I making false claim? Again, where am I making false claim? I have the data right here. Here's the data. Look. Look. 2 weeks in a row is number one. And here is number one. For during the same time, it was number one in the world. I have the data. You cannot say I'm making false claim if I have the proof. Anyway, now I gotta go and clown on this fake Disney fan loser who said I spread false information. Guess what? I didn't. I have the proof. But Captain America: Brave New World has made over 191 million, with international numbers coming in. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be over 400 million now. That's more than double what it made. Now, after this weekend, with this weekend numbers, it's looking like domestically it's gonna be over 191 million. Internationally, it's gonna jump up to like 190, say 97 internationally. I mean, this is gonna be over. Sorry, not 109. It's 209. So that's a good chance it's gonna be over 400 million by this weekend. That's what it's looking like. It's gonna be roughly around that. So say 4 million internationally and say 3 to 4 million domestically. So there's a good chance it's gonna jump up to over 100. Plus, the little break is a good jump up to over 400 million after this weekend. But yeah, fact show